Yeah, and I think the big thing is communication. So this is the one thing I think perhaps either the head MMA coach or the S&C coach, this is the biggest thing that I think that we need to have sort of that where I think the education does matter, and that's sort of having an overriding training plan for the week or month, including technical stuff, including conditioning, including strength work, and communicating with other coaches. So like I'm quite a big fan of sort of the high-low models of training and things of that nature. But if you've got a wrestling practice on a Monday morning and that's your high day, so you might have wrestling and you might have strength and conditioning, maybe some strength and power development on the evening. But on Tuesday's your low day, but you've got boxing, and he decides to put you in for sparring, and then you go and do a random 5K run on the night, and then Wednesday you're sparring again. If there's not synergy in terms of everything, you're kind of giving conflicting training goals and training objectives. And I think it doesn't need to be the S&C coach. It could be the head MMA coach if they're so qualified. But I think there needs to be like the biggest thing I think what we bring to the table in terms of strength position is sort of understanding training load, training volume, and trying to piece together it as a bigger picture, rather than being, which maybe we don't, maybe we just communicate with the skills coach, but actually having it as one piece, rather than we do our strength and conditioning and then they go to boxing and they do the boxing coach and then they go to wrestling and they go to the wrestling coach, sort of having being able to account for like training volume, training load, what we're trying to drive at different phases of training, whether it's off season, whether it's 12 weeks out, 8 weeks out, 4 weeks out, how we could even have a quiet word with the skills coach and maybe try and drive some of our adaptations from their skills sessions. If we can have some kind of input, I think that's going to create the best martial artists, the least injured. Like, well, we can't reduce injury, but we can do a better job of kind of managing burnout and managing sort of like, most injuries I see in mixed martial arts are from doing stupid things, rather than when people are fresh and sparring, they tend to be more doing kind of like they're overrun, they're fatigued, they knew they shouldn't have done that extra round there, but no one was there to tell them, you're done for today, go home. Those kinds of things